Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hey, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. Yes, I realize I misspelled the word studio on the thumbnail. I will take care of that as soon as we're finished. Awesome. Good morning, everybody. Glad to see you here. Welcome to everybody in the chat. It is so wonderful to have you all here. My texts are going ding, 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 ding. Okay, look who's here. Here's Miss Frito. Imagine that. We have a little dog right here. What are you doing, Frito? What you doing, huh, baby? She's hiding behind the chair. She did so good traveling yesterday. Yes, you did. You want a Dave biscuit? Yes, you did. There, I'll give you a couple of these. You want those? That a girl. What a good girl she is. Yeah, nom, 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 nom. Good girl. Hello, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. We're having the giveaway. Hashtag Power Tools, y'all. And I forgot to put in the thing that says this is a sponsored video. I got to do that. You need a stick, Frito. There's so much to do, Frito. How am I supposed to keep track? You want to go brush your teeth? There you go. Good girl. All right. She's got me trained. That's how that works. Happy Friday, everybody. Yay. We have the weekend to sew. At least I do. We're home. I'm happy about that. Yeah. You can't wait to see all the thread. Well, the box is sitting right here. We're going to open it up together. I haven't even seen it. While I was teaching at the Austin Sewing and Quilting Center, which is a fantastic store, by the way, in Round Rock, they boxed up all of the stuff. Let me make sure that the giveaway tool is collecting $249. Yes, good, good, good. So they boxed up all of the all of the thread for me. And by the time I finished, my husband Keith had pulled up and was sealing up the box. So I really don't know what it looks like in there, and we'll look at it together. Hashtag Power Tools. So today's video is sponsored by Me Time, Machine Embroidery Time. We're going to do some embroidery today. This is a Hoop Studio. This is their new monthly subscription. I think it's like $33. So if you want to use your embroidery machine and you're brand new at it, this is great for newbies. It really is. If you're brand new at it or you're a seasoned embroiderer, it gives you something to do. So it arrives with everything that you need to put a project together. And it's a surprise each month. So that's always a lot of fun to have something new come in. And it was very cool. What it is this month is a rope bowl, as you could see in the thumbnail. I've never made a rope bowl, so we're going to do this together. I've wanted to make one, and I know you can make them in the embroidery machine, but it's got 4 different parts. I did read through the instructions last night, so I kind of know what to expect. And I highly recommend that you do that too with any of your embroidery designs, that you read through all of the instructions. The thing I love about Kimberbell is that they have baby step by baby step instructions along with a picture for each and everything that you need to do. So I say Kimberbell, it's Me Time. Me Time is a sister, I don't want to say a sister company, because Kimberbell and Chris are sisters. One's a quilt shop, one's Kimberbell. Parent company, a side partial company to Kimberbell. That's why it looks so familiar if you are familiar with Kimberbell designs. So it came with, of course, the full color instructions. You're going to get your fabric that you need, and you need some stiff stabilizer, and you need fabric, and you need the USB with the designs and some little beads, and the trim. Let me move this. The trim it's a strip of fabric that you get for the outside of the bowl. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty. Now, the giveaway, y'all don't even care. Y'all don't even care what the giveaway is. You're doing it. You're just like, whatever, I got to get my vote in. Is courtesy of Kimberbell, your own rope bowl kit. So they gave this to me to give to you. It says Home Sweet Home. Isn't that cute? I love it. It comes with the rope, the fabric, everything that you need. And you will, whoever wins, you'll email me and I will get your information to Kimberbell, and they will make sure that you get your files to download. So, because this one doesn't come with files, but it's got a cute little, got a button in there. See that little yellow button? That's cute. How fun is that? You can try it yourself. You can mess up your own rope bowl. Like I'm going to do probably. No, we'll make it work. I've got to switch out the embroidery foot after we get done doing the embroidery part, because the rest of it is sewing. So they keep you busy for sure. Give you something to do. That's the cool thing about these kits. You always can finish up. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hi, Francis. Hello from California. I am glad we have backed up the start time on the Stitchuation room an hour, and I was hoping to be also able to capture and entice some of my fellow stitchers from Mountain Time and Pacific Time to begin to join me. It's not quite so early for you guys. So you're glad I'm doing that this morning, Crystal? Well, good. Yeah, I've always wanted to do one, and it's kind of a strange little, All right. So let's open up my thread, shall we? Let's see what's in the box. Fun and oh so cute. They are cute. I'm going to take my little scissors here. Okay. Oh, it's heavy, y'all. Oh. Listen, it's heavy. Let's see what we got in here. I need to open this up. I am still working on, I'm getting so many emails from you guys about ideas of how to store all of this thread. And I've got some thoughts, everything from another piece of furniture from, what's it called? Universal Sewing Furniture. They make a thread chest that's amazing. That would be something. I don't necessarily want another piece of furniture in here. Let's see. More cardboard. Keith just cut the box down to make it fit. Oh my goodness. The first one I see is orange. Ah, look at that. It's all glide. Oh my word. It's beautiful. Look at that. Yay. It looks like a candy store, doesn't it? Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at all this thread. Oh my goodness. I need a red. I'm going to pull this out. I don't even know what it is. This is apple. Apple will work. I see, now they tell you in here, they use glide threads in this. That's one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and get a bunch of glide. Let me see. Does it tell? Yeah, I thought it did tell me which. Yeah, right here, embroidery thread colors. Candy apple. I pulled apple right off the top. So I'm sure candy apple's nearby, but this will work for now. So they tell you, they give you a little picture. So if you don't have the brand, you can actually match the thread color by the little thumbnail there next to the words. Okay. So they have rock, navy, I don't even know what that is, linen, sage, super white, and space, which is like a dark, deep gray. So it will take me a long time to dig through all of these, you guys. Oh my goodness, this is nuts. What is that? Raspberry. Wow, I love the colors in glide. They are so pretty. So stinking pretty. My goodness. Let me back you out so you can, these are just too fun. I got to figure out a management system for all of these, y'all. Definitely. Some kind of management system for this. All righty. What do I need? Holy cannoli. I did hit the jackpot. I know. My goodness. I need a pirate hat to go through that treasure. Too funny. Too funny. Okie dokie. I need to get my thread colors picked out. I also need to get some stabilizer hooped, right? Let's see here. How many is in there? You want to see my military shadow box up close? There's over 300. I know that. That's it right there. My military shadow box. Keith made that shadow box for me. So that's my retirement flag, and the state of Texas flag flew over the Capitol in Austin. That was nice of them to do that for me. And then it has all of my rank and all of that stuff. My friend Sally made that for me. So that's pretty cool. You bought all the exquisite. You put them on the nail polish racks. Yes, Cindy, that's a good way. So I don't have a lot of space here. I mean, you'd think it's a lot of space, but I don't have a lot of space here. Those are full of a few glide, mostly exquisite and isocord. But y'all, there is a piece of my design wall over here. Let me show you guys. So that design wall is the fancy American design wall that goes all the way down to the floor. That's the one. And it sits in front of a 4-foot design wall. But the other half of that design wall over there with the subscribe and the Lori Holt blocks is kind of unused. And I started looking at that, and I thought that was cool. And somebody wrote me with the idea of creating like sliding panels, like the barn door type of thing, but you could slide them, hang them from the ceiling and slide them, and they would have the racks on them. So write the number under the bottom because the stickers fall off. Start grouping by color than by number. You seem to think I have way more time. I just group by color. I don't group by number. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not sure I want to leave the thread. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm bouncing y'all around. Not sure how I'm going to go about doing that. Okay. So I need to get my thread colors picked for this. And then I need to get stuff hooped. So, all righty. Let me do this. If you weren't here yesterday, I got to let you guys know that the estate sale that was going to happen up the street from me, from the quilter who passed last February, her husband has changed his mind. So right now that is permanently on hold. So I know I could get, why so much thread, or just because? Well, I've never had a real full thread palette. And because I bought one of everything, the guy at Austin Sewing and Quilting gave me a deal. So I did have the thread chest here. This is the Madeira Poly Neon thread chest, but that's a fairly full set, but it's straight wound and it works okay. My machine, Darla here, prefers a cross wound, which is on these spools. So I need to make sure I get my stuff ready. And also, yeah, oh, you just saw my lights over my long arm. I love those. Those are the Luminous lights. Grace makes those. Does Glide have an app to keep your inventory like Floriani? Oh my gosh, Lynn. That'd be all I have. That'd be all I do. That's one of those things where I would go ahead and get it started and then never update it. That's just, I know I won't update it. I know it. There's an app I can, oh, great way to inventory. There you go. See, Wilma's talking about it right now. Yeah. So straight wound requires a thread director. Yeah, I know. Okay. So I need the sage, and we'll use this for sage. That'll look good. And the space, we'll use this one. That's fine. Which one? This is an exquisite. I don't have a glide in that darker color. We'll use that. See, this is very scientific, y'all. I need a navy, rock navy. We'll use, oh, this one. That's pretty. And the linen, I got linen or something like it. That's fine. And then bright white or super white. What's this one? Super white. And it's glide. I happen to have that one. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 colors? 6 colors. Perfect. Good enough for government work. Close enough. I'm happy with it. Does Keith have any thread storage ideas for you? His thread storage idea is, that's a good question, Linda. His thread storage idea is what I tell him. I sent him a video of that universal sewing furniture thing, the thread chest. I sent him a video of it because A1 Sewing and Vacuum in Reno has a video demoing that thing. My husband can make that for me. I mentioned IKEA and he had a litter of kittens, and so we're not doing that. No IKEA furniture in this room. He won't have it. What is here is, there can be no more. There's a little bit in here, but no more. Okie dokie. Let's see. You choose colors like I do? That was really easy, wasn't it? Y'all, that's not my organizational style. I will group by thread color, not by number. I don't organize by number because I tried that with my Madeira thread chest, and every single time within 30 days, threads were everywhere. They weren't in the same, I don't know. I finally just pulled the paper out that had the colors and the numbers on it and put them into a cabinet and just ignored it because it doesn't work for me. So build me a shed for my thread. Annie, that's a good idea. Okay, so I've got my threads pulled and here's all the goodies. I don't need this. Don't forget, we're going to start this in the middle of June. This is Autumn Love, Lori Holt's Autumn Love by Riley Blake. And who did that wrong? Linda. Power Tools is all one word. Okay. And it's use lowercase. 677 entries. Okay. So today's video sponsor is Hoop Studio by Machine Embroidery Time, Me Time. Okay. And they also, this is from Kimberbell. Where'd it go? Over here. The giveaway, we're making a rope bowl. And the giveaway is a rope bowl from Kimberbell. They are sister companies. Chris does not own Me Time. Group by color. That's all I can do. That's all I can do is group by color. That's close as I'm going to get. At least that gets me in the ballpark if I'm looking for a specific color, and then I can kind of dig around and look at the labels. I am not a specific color kind of embroiderer. I just am not. If they send me a color in a kit, then I use it, and that, that's kind of how I've been getting my threads. Okay. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm very happy about Friday. Don't get me wrong. I love you guys, but 2 days off is great. And I know I had 2 days off from this last week when I was teaching up in Austin and talking at the Guild, but still working, right? Okay. That's going to move around a little bit. I need to get something. Let me see what kind of stabilizer I need. Again, you guys, if you're brand new embroiderers, I highly recommend you start with something. Yes, they do sell things. So Me Time is usually mostly subscription, I believe. And then Kimberbell sells like retail purchase. And if you have a quilt shop near you that sells Kimberbell, please support your local quilt shops. But otherwise, you can go to kimberbell.com. I have links to all of that below in the description box, you guys. I need some glasses because I can't. Oh, they're right here. Okay. Now that you're retired, every day is Friday. Yeah. Okay, so what do we have to do? So this tells you it's a 4-part project. Part 1 is preparing the fabric. 2 is stitching the tray base reinforcement. 3 is stitching the tray base and the design. And 4 is sewing the rope tray. So stitching is embroidery. Sewing is sewing. Number 1, we have to trim the selvage from the short ends of the rope accent fabric. See, it gives you step-by-step instructions. Baby steps, you guys, with pictures. You can't mess it up. It's great. Okay. And okay. Let's do this. Move the quilt from beside the thread to the empty design wall and put more thread shelves. Yeah, I'm with you, story time. I was thinking about that. There's also an annual yearly calendar over there that I could put those thread trays just like this. I could get more of them. I could take that down and fill that up as well. There's over 300 spools. I might do that. I might do that. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get this little laptop out of the way because we're going to prep the fabric just like they tell us to. Let's look at, there's my ironing station. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. Put my little tray back down here. Oh, I was digging around the other day and I found this quilt top. This is one of the very first quilt tops I ever made. This is like a bunny fabric. There's a bunny right here. Y'all, I made, see that bunny? I got this fabric and made this quilt top before Callie was born, and she's 11. Okay. So I was digging around and I found it and I thought, oh, I'm going to finish that. I'm not going to give it to Callie. She's way old, but it's a beautiful baby quilt. So I'm going to finish that soon. And then next time somebody I love has a baby, they're going to get a quilt. Cool. Yep. It's all finished. Let's see. Does anyone know if you need simple shapes for the wall size, Autumn Love? Oh, you do not. I don't believe so. Look, this says it has all of the sizes in here. This is full 100% embroidery. The simple shapes one is for the quilt that you piece together and applique. This one, if you look at the thing, let's see. This makes the wall 37.5, 42.5, 6 by 10 stitchable area. Lap quilt is 56 by 63.5, 8 by 12 stitchable area. And the throw is 65.25 by 74. That's a 9 by 14 stitchable area. Okay. This is not snapplique. I'm not making it that way. I will be cutting my applique pieces out on the scan and cut, but that's just doing that. That's not snapplique. So I'm sticking to these sizes. These are not interchangeable because I'm not messing with the embroidery designs themselves. So the simple shapes, Lori Holt's simple shapes are not used in this. The simple shapes are used for her quilt where you piece it all together. Okay, first things first, cut off the selvage to this thing because this wraps around that, it wraps around the rope. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Just trim off that selvage. What do you got? I'm sorry, Goat Quilter. She says, I'm here at the old time. I get busy and forget. I'm sorry. My son and the grands are in California right now for his graduation. He graduates on the 11th with his a doctorate in divinity. So he's going to go to LA for that. They were in San Diego yesterday. They went to the Grand Canyon for a trip, and they were in San Diego yesterday at SeaWorld and seeing all of that. So that's pretty cool. And then what does this want me to do? This wants me to fold one long edge of the strip over and 1/4 inch wrong sides together, press well, set aside for later. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. So I'm going to fold this in. So that's kind of cool. And then he is on a sabbatical. It's a 6-week sabbatical that started already for him to go to graduation. And then he'll go back after 6 weeks and he'll start again in the fall ministering at his church. So I'm very proud of him. Good kid. Well, he's 40. You know, they're still kids when they're 40, aren't they? Absolutely. I still call him kiddo. Okay. All right. That's done. That piece of the fabric is prepped. Oh, you guys weren't watching me do that. Let's see here. I'm going to Give it a good press. I got 50-50 Mary Ellen's and water in that right there. I've got 6 bottles of Faultless Magic Quilting and Crafting Spray coming. I ordered a case. Quilting a Day had a deal on it the other day, so I ordered that in bulk. I go through that. I love it. All right, so this is all ready. Okay, very good. Okay, that ready. And then what do I need to do next? Fold and press the 2 base back fabric pieces in half, wrong sides together, widthwise. That's our envelope back. And how big are those? It should tell me to cut them. How big are those? Base front, base back. One is, I need 1 6x6 and 2 6x7. Okay. I didn't do that part. We're going to spin this way, you guys. You can walk on my, I got to turn you this way because of the, will you be able to do Autumn Love in a 5x7? No, ma'am. You will not. The smallest you can do is a 6x10. That's what it says on the front of the package. Get this out of the way. Okay. I need a, this has a little print to it. It's very pretty. Oh, I'm going to quickly just press this out. Now, the cool thing about doing embroidery is you don't have to be super picky on, you know, exactness of the fabric, because a lot of times you are trimming it from whatever in the hoop. Okay. 6x6. This is a is this a 6.5 inch ruler? Yeah. All right. 6x6. Whoop. Rotary cutter. Okay. This is tiny. All right. There's 1. And then 2 6x7. So I will do 6x14. A different ruler. And then cut that in half. Whoop, wrong way. Y'all trying to work around cords and everything here. Put this here. I should have just cut a big 6-inch piece, right? That would have made life a lot easier. I don't think like that. Okay. All right. And then 6x7. Okay. So these are the back pieces, and they need to be folded in half and pressed. And here is the front piece. There we go. I should have prepped all of this ahead of time. Y'all hold on. Whee! Okay. This thing is small. All right. So you stitch on the bottom of the fabric, and then you create a little base that slides up inside your envelope back too. There. Okay. Oh, I have to put something. There's something I have to do. There's something I have to do. One more thing. We're prepping the fabric. Iron fusible backing to the wrong side of the base front and set aside for later. All right. So my base front needs fusible backing. And I have some in here. Let's see. This is not going to be washed, so I am not pre-shrinking this. Okay. I won't be washing the rope bowl anytime soon. Y'all, I'm so sloppy about this, but I just put this on like that. And it works. And this is just to give some stability to the the fill stitches. I'm pretty sure a lot of that's going to be cut away. So I'm being kind of sloppy about this. I'm not getting real picky. There we go. It's all on. Okay. So my fabrics are all ready and prepped. Step 1 complete. Yay. Ooh. Let's look. Oh. What's going on here? Why is one of my wheels locked? I don't like that. It is a beautiful day. I know. TM Jules, I love taking a moment to appreciate our beautiful weather. What'd you say? Clean my machine after sewing rope bowl. It gets a lot of lint. Oh, okay. Thanks. That's a good tip. Thank you. I'll do that. I need light tearaway in, okay. So we're all done with part 1. Now I'm going to start part 2. Hoop light tearaway stabilizer in the hoop. All right. Let's do this. Tearaway. I don't have any. I don't know if I have any light tearaway. I really need another camera working over here on this so I could go back and forth with you guys. I have a light, I'm just going to use cutaway mesh and I'll just trim it away. It's not a big deal. It'll work just fine, y'all. I'm going to be using the magnetic hoop by Dime. Okay. And don't throw this middle part away when you get these. All right, I'm going to put this on here. And you're going to take the plastic part and just put it kind of halfway like this. Okay. And then the hoop, I'm going to stand it up right next to the arm right there. Whoop. And measure it. Make sure my edges on the metal base. The metal base and the edge of the top are even with each other. Put that on there. Okay. And then lay it down. And then pull this straight out. No pinched fingers. A lady put a picture of her blood blistered finger on our Facebook group the other day. You guys, that's how you do that and not get pinched. All right. That's important. Okay. All righty. It also will tell you what color of thread you need on these. If you're brand new to embroidery, this tells you. So right here, hoop the light tearaway stabilizer. I didn't have any, so I used cutaway. It's fine. Load the base reinforcement embroidery file into the machine. I'll do that. And then stitch the tray base placement line directly onto the stabilizer. And it has a little linen colored box. And that tells you, and you have a sewing machine, so that tells you that is a stitch that you need to do. Okay. Now, y'all, I changed my threads. I've gotten pretty quick at this. I changed my threads. I just cut a good long size tail up at the top. Okay. I'll put this back. I need my linen. And I run it through the top thing. And then I put the ends together. And then I twist them once so they get well acquainted. And then I make a big loop with my fingers and drop the tails behind the loop and reach through the loop and pull the tails. Okay. And I like to run this through the top thread guide on the machine. You don't have to. I just do because it's there and why not? And then I pull the thread out of the needle in the front and pull the new color through. And thread my needle. Perfect. All right. Let's get that. They give you the USB. I'm going to use my little dongle here. I don't need that rope for some time. Oh, I want to talk to y'all about something. So a little tech stuff here. So see how the inside of this USB, the inside of it is black? That little the little shelf in there. See how that's black? And then on this one, my little dongle, my little shelves are blue. See that? That's an indicator of a data transfer speed between the USB or whatever you're putting in this. This dongle can handle super fast data transfer if it's blue, like 3 times the speed of data transfer. You can use black shelf USBs in blue shelf things. Okay. If you have a blue shelf, that's not the technical term. That's just what I'm calling it because y'all can see what it is. It has a little shelf in there. Okay. So you can use if you put a blue shelf USB into a black shelf, dongle or into the machine, the data transfer will be black shelf speed. Black shelf speed. You know what I'm trying to get that straight. So don't feel like, oh, that has a blue and I have a black and they can't work together, because I've seen chatter about that in the Facebook group. It doesn't matter. You can still use them. It will still transfer the data. But if you have a blue shelf USB and a blue shelf dongle, it'll just zip 3 times as fast, which really doesn't matter in this case because the USB on the machine is a black shelf slow. So the black shelf is original data speed transfer slow. Blue shelf is about 3 times, which is handy when you're transferring ginormous files, which designs are not, they're dinky, so it doesn't matter. So don't feel like, oh, that doesn't work. It does work. I'm gonna put this in here. Okay, I need to go to embroidery and the pocket for memory and my USB. See, it works. System volume information. Why isn't it? Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe it doesn't work. I've had it work before over on my computer. Maybe it's just not working on the embroidery machine. Okay, the light's on the USB. Oh my goodness. Where's my files? Where are my files? That's not cool. Did they send me a blank USB? That's not cool. Let me look here. Am I supposed to go get my files off of my account at MeTime, which is entirely possible? Let's see. Maybe they don't install the designs on your USB. You're just getting a USB. Okay. It doesn't say that on there. This is what happens when you do it cold, right? I didn't practice. Sailing's in Paducah. Go, girl. Oh, I want to go do that. All right. Let me see. I'm going to go to MeTime and log in and see what I need to do to get my instructions. And let's see. My Hoop Studio. Let's see, I'm going to go to my library and look and see if it's here. I had lots of, I hate those pop-ups. Don't those drive you crazy? Well, I can't find them. You guys, we might not be doing this today. How about that? We might not be doing this. Why wouldn't I get my digital files? This is what I get. I'm going to have, maybe it might be me. I don't think so. Let me search my library. I'm going to do Hoop, and that's not in there. Hoop Studio. Let me type in bowl, and it's not in there. Oh, I don't have design files. How about that? Not there. 884 on the thing. Yeah, they came out. They should be in my library. I know it should be. Should be in my library. And I'm looking in my library and I see all kinds of the other things, the collectible Christmas that I did and all of that. I just don't see the rope bowl. Nope. Let me look in my Kimberbell and see if it's there. It shouldn't be, but it might be because it's the same, sister companies. So I don't know. My account, my digital library. It shouldn't be. I wouldn't think. Let me select download. The rope bowl. Nope. No, it's not there. Well, how about that? Dang. Sorry, you guys. This is what I get. What? Troubleshooting is our lives. I know. I'm going to open the USB on the computer. Yeah, I am. Which one can I unplug? I think, no. I don't. I'm going to have to go to my other computer. I don't have a port available on this one. No, I sure don't. That's annoying. Ah! Are you guys looking at my sewing studio? How about that? Let me come over here to my other computer. Let's see if it's here. Nope, it's empty. Sure enough is. Totally empty. How about that? Well, I will have to reach out and find out what the deal is with that. That's not cool. So I know, you guys. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess we can sit here and talk about challenges for my thread, right? My new thread. So put I did, Yeah, this is Hoop Studio. I've got an empty bowl. Yeah, this is Hoop Studio, you guys. This came in Hoop Studio. Okay. And it came with the USB. So you'd assume that the design files were on there. And there's nothing that tells me that I need to go out and get. See, it does say for essential resources, the instruction key and printable instruction key reference card refer to the Hoop Studio Resource Guide PDF. But I don't see anything that tells me that I've got to go out and get that. One Stop Shop says, well, okay. Nothing on here telling me to go out there and go get it from my library. Do they have a different website to log into? They, the files are on the MeTime site. Yeah, but they're not in my library on the MeTime site. That's the issue. That is the issue, is that they're not there. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. That's unfortunate. I'm going to log into my email and see if I have them. Somebody will be getting an email today going, hey, where's my files? I was trying to stitch your thing on my show and they weren't there. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm going to look up my conversation with the folks at MeTime and see that, okay, rope bowl digital files. Oh, that was for the lady who won the butterfly rope bowls. Yep. Okay. Well, that's it, you guys. I don't have the digital files. I'm sorry. That's too bad. Okay. You get them all on the 20th of the month. No, I don't go to the site and purchase. So when you get the thing, they should be in your library already. I'm gonna reach out to them. They're closed right now. It's only not even 8. It's 7:45 there right now. So I'll work it out. Maybe we'll do it Monday. Who knows? Or Tuesday. It's fine. I'll figure it out. You have yours already. Yeah. It is frustrating, Charlene. This is my fault. I should have checked this last night and made sure everything was good to go before I scheduled today's thing. That's totally my fault. So they were all released on the 20th. Yeah, well, they're not in my library. That's the thing. So totally my fault. Where are we at on? We're 920 on the giveaway. Yep. Flexibility is the key to air power. That's right. I'll find something else to do for sure. I know what we can do. How about we look at the April, what is that called? From the Fat Quarter Shop, the April box. We can look at that, the Sew Sampler. We could do that because we got about 10 minutes left. We'll look at the Sew Sampler. Yeah, that's totally my fault. I should have checked that beforehand. I should have done that last night. Oh, assumption makes a what out of you and me? You like when I do real days like this? This is how it happens. Yeah, just roll with the flow, whatever. It isn't, it's not the end of the world. It's fine. It'll work out. Just desserts. We're going to do the Sew Sampler box. This is another subscription from the Fat Quarter Shop. This is April's, celebrating 9 years of Sew Sampler. How about that? That's cool. So on the back, this month's promo code is hidden inside your box. It's a special scratch off. Yay! Uncover your mystery savings and see what awesome deal you've scored. I'm surprised I can see that. They have another pattern. Do I have a sticky over here? I have a little piece of fabric. I'll use that. They have a QR code to a freebie pattern for a tote bag from Sherry and Chelsea. That's really nice. From Quilty Life, right? And then there is from May through June, you can join the Fat Quarter Shop and Moda Fabrics in your 2025 Stardust Quilt and Stitch Along, benefiting the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So that's cool. And then Jolly Bar Day is tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow is Jolly Bar Day. Well, who knew? May 10th, tomorrow's Jolly Bar Day. There is a very cool pattern they're going to introduce called Jolly Bar Jig. And I made a Jolly Bar Jig quilt top. I'll show it to you. Very neat. The rope bowl is made. Designs are not available until the 20th. Well, thanks, Kay. That explains it. It's on their site. So you would purchase it and you don't get it yet. Don't get the designs. That's right. That makes sense. Well, look at this. A Jolly Bar Jig quilt. I love this. A Jolly Bar is half of a layer cake. This turned out cute, cute, cute. I need to get it on the long arm. My dog's outside all by herself. I just heard her barking. This is an adorable little quilt for a baby quilt. Look at that. So cute. I love it. The lighting, the colors. Isn't that pretty? I love this. So this is the Jolly Bar Jig pattern. And it is so simple to do. A lot of fun. I need to get it on the long arm. It's an adorable baby quilt. Adorable baby quilt. Love, love. So there's 2 baby quilts I didn't know I was going to get together. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Well, I guess, see this, I need to get this turned this right. Yeah, the lighting. Okay. If I buy it and ship it, it would be available. So, okay. Then maybe we'll do this after the 20th when the files are released. I had really wanted to have a video done to show you how to do it beforehand. So when you got your files, you kind of had a how-to. That's all right. My fault. Totally. All right. Well, now you know how to get the fabric all prepped, right? So let's look back at the box. Did I figure out the file? Is it zipped? Maureen, it's not available. I didn't realize it wasn't available till the 20th. They should put that in the paper, don't you think? Okay. Did you order the Liberty box? I've got a link below. So, oh, look, this, I think this is the same fabric that I made my Jolly Bar. And this is, what is this? This is called a dessert roll, 5-inch strips. Very cute. And this is Raspberry Summer. It's the same fabric that I made my Jolly Bar jig out of. You get a spool of Superior Pima. I believe this is cotton. Okay. Let's see, 1,200 yards, 100% Pima cotton. Nice. There is a So Charming Dresden enamel charm. These are so fun to have around your sewing room. All right. You get a package of Schmetz Microtex 8012 needles. Here is your scratch off for a big discount. So it's a promo code and the scratcher is right under there. I wonder what I got. Let's see. Let's see. What's my deal? Ooh. $20 off 4 yards or more of any one fabric. So, need a backing? 20% off. I tell you what, because I like you guys, I'm going to throw this in with today's winner. How's that? That's cool. So today, the giveaway is the rope bowl from Kimberbell. Oh, let me do this. And 20% off 4 yards of fabric. Cool. How about that? You got 20% off too? Cha-ching! Yeah, that's good cash, you know. That's a deal when it's at, $13 a yard. That's $260 off. Okay, we have our paper for Just Desserts to tell you what is in there. And there is a pattern called Dahlia. I love this pattern. That is so pretty. I love that. You can use your 5-inch dessert roll, okay, strip. And then to make this quilt, the small lap, it tells you the yardage that you need of additional fabric, background fabric and binding. Okay. Tells you what you need. But that's really pretty. I like that. That's a beautiful pattern. Okay. Now they're going to do a new quilt along, and it's called Flowering. And you get block number 1. Okay. Block number 1 pattern for flowering. If you want to create a new quilt, and you can use your own fabric, or you can use the fabric that comes in the box, but if you've got like a large fat quarter bundle and you want something to do with it, you could do this. So flowering, very nice. Very pretty. I might start that. I was too late on the baskets from the previous one, so I might do that. And then we have fabric label sticker pack from the Fat Quarter Shop, where you can label your fabrics and see. That way you know what you've got. And so they say collection designer project size, starched, yes or no, pre-washed, yes or no. And you get all of these. I don't know if I'd ever use these. Do you guys use these kind of things? So, all righty. I might do this. Why not? That is so pretty. I might do that. I'm very pleased with both of these patterns that came in today. Right up my alley, both of them. I love piecing, so that's kind of cute. I may go ahead and do that. Very nice. So that was your Sew Sampler for the month of April. Make sure I got everything that's in there. Yep. All right. Very good. Okay, so y'all, last call, hashtag Power Tools for the rope bowl from Kimberbell. Thank you, Kimberbell, for sharing this with me to share with you. And I'm going to include my 20% off coupon on 4 yards or more of fabric at the Fat Quarter Shop. So if you want to use this code, you can. Okay, that's great. Get yourself some backing because it's one cut. So that'll be good. Yep. Friday. Yay, it's Friday. Love that. I apologize, you guys. I wanted to make that rope bowl. Dang it. Totally my fault. Should have checked. Let's see where we at. We are 975 entries on the giveaway. All right. Heading to Hancock of Paducah. Go have a good time. Hold on to your wallet. Nita said to use a small zigzag to sew the rope together. Okay, good. That's a good, go away. There. All right, time to do the poll, you guys. Oh, it's Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Thank you, Debbie, for reminding us. They have a pre-cut room there. I need to go. I totally need to go. All right, so let me share my screen with y'all. And let's do this. And 980 entries, draw. Ready, set, draw. There we go. It's National Lost Sock Remembrance Day. I love that. Jackie and Tom Smith, congratulations. That's great. Send me an email at powertoolswiththread@outlook.com and give me an address to mail this to. And I hope it's U.S. I forgot to say U.S. shipping only, please. But yeah, Jackie and Tom Smith, send me an address, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com, and I will get this in the mail to you, okay? All right, you guys, have a fantastic weekend. I hope you enjoy yourself this weekend, and please get some stitching done. Set your little watch lady for just 20 minutes, all right, and sit down and do something and stitch or organize or tidy or whatever, all right? We'll talk to you soon. I love you guys. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Go sew something. Bye.